Hi, my name is Michelle and I'm the founder of All in the Detail. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, we are so excited to be talking about our Spring 2025 collection. There are some really fun, cool things that we have not done yet at All in the Detail and officially are finally excited to talk about it. And you're going to start seeing more and more of these things specifically, which we'll get into it throughout the year and future collections. So a little bit about our spring collection. So we are inspired by, of course, the season of spring. I know, florals, groundbreaking. But there's just something captivating about the florals and the spring season, and it doesn't really matter where you are, whether if you're in Portugal, if you're in the States, if you're in Japan, if you are in Egypt or something, right? Everyone is going to experience spring a little bit differently. But when you start really seeing these flowers blossoming and these trees, at least here for New Jersey, where it gets very cold, and then all of a sudden you start seeing life come back and you're like, oh my gosh, it's coming. So you start getting excited and pulling out more color and pastels, which we love wearing a good color in the winter, but it just hits differently, So specifically with this collection, however, really was focusing springtime in Portugal, specifically in Lisbon. And I've gone to Lisbon many times and I love Lisbon. It's one of my favorite cities, the historic, the culture, just everything about it. And one thing that's just amazing are, of course, as I mentioned, the florals that you see there. And there are just so many different flowers that are growing throughout. And some might think, well, it's a city, you're not really going to see much. And it's like, no. You see beautiful florals coming out, especially cherry blossoms specifically. So I really wanted to play a beautiful ode to cherry blossoms and just the beautiful flowers, and things are sparkling again and just coming to life. And so we really wanted to capture that essence. And some of the fabrics that you're going to see, we have some beautiful new eyelets and bringing some texture and just different specialty fabrics like tweed, and we can just dive right into it, talk about each piece and what makes them special, and even you're going to see some bestsellers coming back. So let's get started. I wanted to start off with our jackets. So springtime, it is warm and cold, and it's kind of a mix of just a lot of different emotions and weathers, and you're like, oh my god, it's super warm today, and then you're like, wait, it's super cold now, and then it goes back to being warm. So it's a lot of layering, I still say, when it comes to the springtime. So we wanted to bring some playful layers. So blazers are one of my favorite things. I love using a blazer as a cardigan. Essentially, it looks very put together. You could take it off if you're putting a pair of jeans with a white t-shirt, if you want to wear a beautiful skirt with a blazer. There are just so many different ways that you can dress up a blazer, but also a nice tweed. And fun fact, during my time, I had worked at Chanel. I really loved how Karl Lagerfeld really played with tweed and how he would dress it up and dress it down. So really excited to finally be able to bring tweed into our collections. So this gorgeous here, as you can see, and I'm hoping you can see the beautiful detail, but there are some beautiful laced copper and this really fun electric lilac tone that's a nice iridescent, especially when the sun hits it. It's just such a sparkle, and sparkle is one of my love languages, so I'm really excited to be able to bring embellishments and more sparkle throughout this collection and future collections. So that's going to be one of the things that we're going to be able to start doing moving forward. So really excited. And then of course we have some beautiful trim detailing throughout the jacket. And then of course we have some pockets and fun buttons here. So this is our Harper jacket. We wanted to bring her back. She's just such a timeless silhouette. She does hit pretty nicely on your waist. She's a little bit more boxy or squared, but not too, it's not cropped. It's not oversized. It's just that really nice, effortless, cool girl style that I wanted to bring when creating our Harper. But then speaking of cool girl, we did bring back our Eleanor blazer, and we officially had introduced her during our fall winter collection, and we received really great feedback from that specific blazer, and we're like, we just have to bring her back. Again, my favorite thing is to wear blazers throughout the year, and I love oversized blazers. They are just so easy, so effortless. Sometimes you just don't want something that's too stuffy or too fitted. You just were like, let me throw something on real quick. Let me grab a pair of sneakers and just head out that door. But sometimes you're like, let me switch, my sneakers to my heels. And then again, boom, you have this blazer. It's going to truly be your best friend. So looking at this pattern, it was actually the first pattern or fabric, I should say, that I saw, and I was like, this is it. This is spring for me. And it was really what started that inspiration behind cherry blossoms, because when I saw this beautiful fabric, it just started talking to me, cherry blossoms and flowers, and just, when you're walking in the field and you see the little flowers start blossoming, you're like, oh my goodness, the little flowers are growing, or just like blossoming on the trees. This is really what came to my mind. And so we had to absolutely use this beautiful print, and it is our Cherry Blossom Fields jacquard print here. And we have some really fun buttons here. We wanted to go with the nice classic fabric button. They're a little not too oversized, but giving it a bit of a whimsical feel and vibe. So she's one of my favorites. And of course, I was like, we got to bring Eleanor back. Moving on to blouses. So you're going to see there are a lot of mix and match pieces here. And I really wanted to give additional diversity. Of course, we have our beautiful dresses that are just those throw on 1, 2, 3, ready to go. But I wanted to give pieces like some shirts that we can interchange with some additional bottoms and tops. And you don't really have to think about what to wear. You're like, oh, let me grab this, let me grab that, put it on, and yep, ready to go. That's what we came with when we were creating these beautiful mix and match pieces. But speaking of mix and match pieces, we brought back our Teresa blouse. So fun fact, Teresa was actually one of our first blouses that we designed when officially first designing our collections. First piece was truly the Clara dress, and then Teresa was number 2, but she was our first blouse. And we had to bring her back in an eyelet. And usually whenever we bring her, she's in a beautiful hand block print. I was like, I really want to bring some texture. I want to bring a little more playfulness, a little more whimsicalness to our Teresa, and that's exactly what we did. So we have here, and I hope you can see, I'm sorry, we are in a new location recording, so just bear with me. It's different lighting. So I looked into the light and the sun, which kind of is like hindering my vision for just that moment. But this is our Teresa blouse, and she just is gorgeous. She comes in so many different textures and patterns in this eyelet piece here, as you can see. It's just very similar to the dress that I'm wearing, but we'll talk about that in a moment. And she's just a classic. She has a fun button-up shirt. She's very true to size. As our pieces are, we truly do try to stay true to size. Usually I wear like an extra small, usually like a size 0, so extra small tends to stay true to me. She's a great piece. She's one of those shirts that, you're going to want to keep grabbing over and over and over. And truly we want our Teresa blouses to be those blouses that you can grab not only just during spring, but it could be summer, it could be winter, it could be pre-fall. And she's just something that you can wear, whether if you're traveling and you want to feel a little put together, or if you're going out at night, or if you're going to work or meeting up with your mom or dad, or for like a family brunch. So Teresa, we're keeping it true to Teresa. She does have her really fun, beautiful ruffles here, a little something here on the neck, and then of course we have our little ruffles here on the cuff of the shirt. So she's not necessarily like oversized, but she's forgiving, gives you a little extra room. This is our Ally top, and we loved her so much that we actually made her in 2 variations for this collection. And she's a great everyday blouse, honestly, or top, I should say, where she's the kind of shirt where if it gets a little chillier, you throw a nice cardigan, but then on her own, she's just such a wow factor, and she just makes such a statement. And of course, most importantly, she is just so comfortable. When I wear my Ally top and I'm just putting her with a pair of like white pants, a pair of jeans or something, like it just feels like you feel so put together. And again, you're not really putting that much thought into it. So like, for example, we have our Ally top in our tweed, very similar, same exact tweed as our Harper jacket, and I put her on with a pair of like mid-high waist jeans and then a pair of like ballerina flats, and I was like, oh my goodness, this just feels so put together, and like you just feel like you're ready to go. I'm like looking at my husband, I'm like, okay, so where are we going for date night? And when it came to then our spring mosaic print, it was one of the tops that I was wearing to an event, and she was just so comfortable all day. Just put a blazer over her, white pair of jeans, and truly like she has this beautiful embellishment on it. And I first wanted to test her out to see, like, make sure that our hairs does not, they don't get pulled and getting caught in our cardigans or blazers or anything. And truly she does not. And that is like my biggest win, because I hate when you have to feel extra careful, like, oh my goodness. But of course, we always want to be careful with our embellishments, right? But especially if everything's being hand sewn, but you can still live life, essentially. And what I love also about the spring mosaic print is that this is all hand-drawn, hand-colored, everything. And that's something that we're going to start doing starting this collection and on. We are going to be having exclusive prints that we are hand drawing in-house at All in the Detail, and we are just so excited. The talent of our design team here, and you can see all of that. That is all hand drawn, colored, giving a beautiful water painting effect. And it's just so feminine, so light, so fun for spring. And then of course you can see all the sparkle, because I'm the kind of person where I said sparkle is my love language, and if it's Tuesday, why not wear a little extra sparkle? Or if it's a Thursday, why not wear a little extra sparkle? So these are our Ally tops, again, in tweed, and then our spring mosaic. And then we wanted to introduce a new blouse with our spring collection. So this is our Edith, and she comes in two variations. She comes in an eyelet and, of course, our spring mosaic print. And she's very, we had a lot of great feedback from our Cecilia blouse, our Ava blouse, and we just wanted to, come with a new fun blouse where she gives a little extra drama or volume on the sleeve. But the difference is she's a little bit more on the boxier side compared to what, the Cecilia blouse might fit, where she's a little bit more, fitted or more of a straight cut. So our Edith is a little bit more on the boxier side, which is fun because you don't have to necessarily tuck the way she just falls, but she's also great for tucking into your skirt or pants. So you have a really nice variety there, like a diverse effect with our Edith blouse. And what's great is when it comes to the sleeve here for both variations, we do have a nice smocked a finishing touch here. So she's not super tight on you. You have some breathing room. She creates a little volume. It's nothing over the top. So you can wear comfortably like a blazer or a cardigan over, again, on those chillier nights or little cooler mornings where you're like, ooh, I need a little something extra here. You're not like, oh my goodness, am I going to flatten my blouse? How is this going to fit in? You don't have to worry about that with our Edith blouses. So taking a little closer look into both blouses. So this is our Edith again. Sorry, bear with me. I am trying to see if you can see here. So you can see right here, we have some really fun lace detailing here around the buttons. And this is the first time I'm using my little microphone. And you can see here, we have some really beautiful detailing. Lace, additional eyelets, just very classic, a great staple piece. And that's what we really do try to achieve, you guys, is really creating that staple piece in your closet. And then you see a little additional lace, detailing there. So this is our Edith in our new eyelet here. And then our spring mosaic. So excited and love how much you guys have been loving her. And we have here, oh, you saw that little glisten. I'm telling you, when that light just right on it, ooh, it's a beautiful sparkle. So good. And you can see here, we have our embellishments. And what's really nice is she goes all the way through the back. And look again at this beautiful print that is literally hand drawn, you guys. Hand colored. Like, do you understand the amazing amount of time that we cherish and loved and appreciate our team? Like, oh, so fun. So we have here in our 2 variations, but we do have a skirt, our Annalise skirt, which we introduced her during our pre-fall. We brought her back for our spring. Now, the reason why I'm just kind of jumping in is because I want to talk about the spring mosaic print, because first of all, there was a whole concept behind, and I really wanted to talk about, because I get so nerdy and geeky at times when it comes to these things, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So first of all, let's take a look. Do you see this embellishment? And again, we have the beautiful print that goes all the way through. The embellishment is only in the front, because when we sit down, I want to make sure that you're feeling very comfortable. And if you notice here, these little cute embellishments, to me, they remind me of bees. And what do you see bees doing in the springtime? They're pollinating, they're going on flowers. So I was like, this is just so cute. So to me, these are like little baby bees flying and landing on the little flowers. But also, something that you do see a lot in spring is you have a beautiful tree, our cherry blossoms filling these trees, up very nicely. And then unfortunately they do fall, but it's so beautiful seeing like that cascade of petals and florals just falling. It's such a moving moment, so romantic, so beautiful, such a vibe. And I really wanted to play with that, right? So if you notice our blouses, they are very much as if they are either a field of florals or a treetop filled with flowers. And my concept, when you wear arch skirts, it's as if the flower petals are falling and landing on the floor. And then the bees come. So some of them are falling down the trees, and then the others are the flowers on the floor already growing, and the bees are flying. So really wanted to bring spring into what you're wearing. And it's, you're walking, but you're you're wearing a piece of art, essentially. So there's a beautiful story behind this design and the embellishment. So yeah, so that's my little moment. But speaking of the Annalise skirt, so that is, as you can see, it's the mosaic spring. But then we also came in our cherry blossom fields fabric. And look at that. Like, the sparkle is just uncanny. And she is one of our favorite mini skirts. She's an A-line. She's very simple, very easy. You could definitely put just like a basic graphic t-shirt with her, but you can also put one of our beautiful blouses, our Edith, our Allie. You could put the Teresa. You could put a blazer. You can put a jean jacket. There are just so many different ways how you can wear her. And she's fun for spring break coming, or even in the summertime. Like, they're such lightweight fabric. fabrics, that they are versatile in that sense, very soft, very comfortable, where she's definitely something that you're going to want to keep wearing throughout the years. Again, creating those timeless classic pieces that are just those like, oh, I love that. Let's wear a little extra embellishment on a Friday, or let's grab this to start our Monday, start the week off right, and just, walk into it with confidence. So really wanting to have our fun moments when it came to our Annalises, but they are just such a great everyday skirt, a great weekend skirt, a great evening skirt. Again, very, very versatile on how you can style them. Next up is our Millie pant. So we officially brought pants last year for our fall winter collection, and we received a really good feedback on pants, and we wanted to bring a new style to the collection, and we wanted her to be a little bit more of a tailored, a bit more of a straight cut, where Madison, she's more drawstring, she's wider on the leg, and Millie's a little bit of the opposite, but she is still a really fun pair of pants where you can really dress her up, and then of course you can dress her down. Something that I love seeing in the city is when you kind of mix casual with like professional and like a little extra poshness to your life. So our Millie, for example, you can totally wear like a really fun graphic tee, and you can put like a jean jacket with our pants and a pair of sneakers, or you can definitely wear, for example, our Harper blazer with our Millie pant, and then maybe our Edith blouse, and she could now be dressier with a pair of heels or a really beautiful ballerina flat. So there are just so many different ways that you can dress up or down. Our Millie, again, she's more of a tailored fit. She has, pockets here in the back. She is lined inside. We did bring her only in our tweed fabric, but this is definitely not going to be the last time that you'll be seeing her. I would say when it comes to the fit of our Millie, if you are more on the curvier side, I definitely would say I think sizing up would be a little bit more comfortable, and just a little, giving a little more room when wearing our pant, not feeling so tight. I personally do size up when it comes to our Millie. I am more, however, on the straight, but weirdly like have curve while not having curves, but take that as you may. But I am a little bit more wider here on my hips, even though I might be a little bit smaller on my waist, but I personally prefer to size up, especially if I want to, tuck a blouse in or a shirt or anything. It just feels a little bit more comfortable and not so much like bulging underneath. So I would say probably size up a bit more, just because she is more of a straight cut. But if you are more of a sleek, straight fit or body type, then I would say overall pretty true to size. We are bringing back some classic styles, but mostly you're going to see are going to be new prints. Prints, but silhouettes that we're introducing into our spring. So first up is our Tyra dress. She comes in two variations. She comes in our tweed as well as our spring mosaic. So she's a really great everyday dress. Again, think about that staple piece, that one dress that's going to continue to grow with you within your closet. And she just is like that, like everyone should have that little black dress, right? This is that, oh, it's that little, tweed dress that I have, or oh, it's that little blue dress that I have, that she will always be there for you, with you, no matter what you need or where you're going. Going on a job interview, boom, perfect. You're meeting his parents, boom, perfect. Oh, I need to go to like a brunch, bridal shower, boom, there you go. Oh, I'm going to work, boom, there you go. So it's really that dress that you keep grabbing. Our Tyra dresses, you're going to see they are an A-line fit, but they look a little different, but they fit the same. So we're going to go a little over on what makes each variation special. So when it comes to our tweed, you're going to see we have some really fun, beautiful gold buttons that are going to be throughout the front. They are faux buttons. This dress is going to have a side zipper here. but they are still a really beautiful, fun little statement detail we wanted to add. You're also going to see this beautiful trim on the dress as well, and that trim is just going to keep going here. She's going to, come across where your waist is, just to give a little extra nice flattering detail and effect. And then we have here some pockets in the front as well. And then we have here a little fun keyhole in the back. And then she is sleeveless. So again, one of those pieces where you can wear, a shirt underneath it. You can wear her with no shirt under. You could wear a blazer, again, or a jean jacket, cardigan, like the possibilities are endless. Here is our spring mosaic, and she's just literally, I feel like, the definition of the perfect spring dress. So as you're going to see here, we have our mosaic print on the bottom. She is lined just as our tweed variation. She's also lined, but our cotton print, she's lined. We also do have here side pockets, because pockets are so crucial in life, and they are deeper. They're not like the little where you could barely put a chapstick. No, they're deep. You can put like keys, for example, or your phone. And then we have our beautiful embellished neckline here, a little ode to spring, and it continues all the way in the back, which again, something that was very important for me was to make sure that your hair does not get stuck on our embellishments. And she is, again, she's more of an A-line fit, a little volume on the skirt, where our Tyra and tweed just falls very nicely, a very nice classic A-line. We have here our Audrey dress, which I'm currently wearing, and it is one of my favorite dresses. I would say our Tyra and Audrey are just like, if I had to pick like one or two dresses out of the whole collection, like if you're like, Michelle, only one, that's it, I would be really struggling between all of them. But really, these two for me are like top two, like neck and neck. And I just love this dress. She fits so comfortably, so beautifully. And I wanted, again, to add some texture and just add movement and give that feminine, but a little, dare I say, boho even. And this is one of those beautiful whites that you can wear if you're bridal even. Maybe it could be for a bridal shower or your, rehearsal dinner or engagement party. But then it's like, I'm going to wear it because it's a Tuesday and, it's a beautiful weather and there's a nice wind out and you're just feeling the nice breeze through the eyelid. As you can see, our arms, they're not lined. The rest of the body is lined, which is great. But yeah, so this is just, I really wanted to bring a really fun classic dress. We have here on the dress itself some fun little tier effects that we created on the layer, like as little layers on the dress. We have here, I hope you can see, not sure you guys, but there is here, yep, there you go. We have some really nice dots, some texture here. We have a beautiful lace detailing in the back, which also continues to run through the front. And then we have a really fun, nice, like bell sleeve, giving it kind of that boho. And I love a good dramatic moment when it comes to sleeves. Like if you're wearing a charmed bracelet, I love that motion that I feel. So I love that I can kind of get that effect with the sleeves, but it's not like giving peasant sleeves. So it's just a little drama, a little statement, like, oh, who is she? So this is our Audrey. I'd say she's pretty true to size as well, but I would say with her, she does run just a little bit. You could possibly even go down a size. Again, I'm wearing an extra small, but she is more of a looser, very forgiving silhouette. We wanted to, of course, bring back our Nora dress. Now, Nora, she was originally introduced during our fall winter collection of last year. We received really great feedback. She was one of our top seller dresses, and we're like, we just have to bring her back. She's one of those really fun pieces where you can truly wear on your own, but again, she's really great with layering. So our beautiful model, she was wearing our Nora dress with our Teresa blouse, but I personally have styled her with our Edith blouse. So depending on how hot or cold it is outside, there's just so many different ways you can wear her. She is more, I'd say, of like a mini style. She truly is over the knee. So depending how tall you are, it just might get a little bit more mini. If you're shorter, it'll get closer to your knee. So for me, it is over my knee, but I still consider her to be more on the midi. We also wanted to add some really fun buttons. So very similar to the Eleanor blazer. They're not over the top large, but they're not super tiny. So giving a little fun whimsicalness to this beautiful dress. And each button is functioning, by the way, for this dress. And then she has this gorgeous sparkle again, giving me cherry blossoms, hence the cherry blossom field print. And this is our Nora. So she's very, again, one of those dresses that gives me like very much preppy vibes, but again, very fun on how you can dress her up or dress her down. Last but not least is our Riley dress. So she is a new beauty that we wanted to introduce to all in the detail. So she is a mini style dress. So again, above the knee, but still considered mini. She has a really fun ruffled cap sleeve here, right above your shoulder. And then here on the collar, I like to call them personally like little bee, paved bees, here on the collar, just hanging out. And then of course, and this is in our spring mosaic print, she has really cute tailored lines back here. And it's a little bit more of a drop waist, this dress, which I love. So not truly an A-line, but a little bit more as a drop waist. And we do have functioning buttons here in the front. So she does have a really nice V-neck. So again, she's one of those dresses that if you want to wear little booties, if you want to wear ballerinas, if you want to wear a pair of heels, or even sneakers, like she's one of those dresses that just really works with different shoes depending on what's happening outside or how cold or hot it is. So this is our Riley. Now that we have the perfect, wardrobe and the perfect outfit, lastly, we need is the perfect bag. So we wanted to bring 2 new bags to complement our collection. So we have here our Matilda clutch. So she is just absolutely gorgeous. Do we see? Again, bringing some sparkles because who does not love a gorgeous sparkle? And I'm obsessed when it comes to this like 3D effect here. And so we have some play with pearls and some pave stones, and it's giving me like mother of pearl effect on the floral petals. And she's quite generous. So she just opens here, the clutch, and she does come with a metal chain strap that you can remove, or you can, add, or, however you'd want to wear, very phone friendly. Put your essentials, your key, you can put your cards, you can put your lipstick or chapstick, depending on your day, or lip gloss. And she's just great. She's one of those pieces that, again, you're going to really grab if you're going spring break, if you're going on vacation to a resort, to a wedding, to a graduation, and you're like, oh man, I want something to match with my dress. Actually, okay, here we go, like the white dress under the robe. So it's such a great piece. And look, let's talk about this for a moment. We have here, secondly, our Jackie clutch, which we have designed, and we brought back one of our top selling silhouettes, which was a fan favorite, and we really wanted to add some fun embellishments, so exclusively here at All in the Detail. And again, everything that you see here, from our accessories to our fashion, everything is handmade. We work with artisans worldwide. Not only are the prints hand drawn and hand painted, but we work, like I said, with artisans who really are putting a lot of love into each piece. So really creating, like I had said, it's a walking piece of art, and it truly, truly is. So when it comes to our Jackie, you can see here this beautiful florals and pinks and purples. So again, like playing with that iridescent effect on our tweed. And you can see here some pearls and pave stones, and then you can open, and again, very generous inside. And she does come with a strap, and we wanted to do a beautiful pearl. So just to give a little extra feminine touch, but again, you can wear with or without our strap. And again, you can fit your phone, but like literally you're going to see, let me actually take out the pearl straps. You're going to see how much more fits inside. So it's like you can carry your stuff and like your partner, like your spouse, your boyfriend, your fiance, like literally, and then probably like your mom or your brothers, and it's just like, oh, sure, let me put that in there. So this is our Jackie clutch right here. Oh, there you go. And that's it for today, you guys. So this is our spring collection. I really, really hope you really love this collection as much as I do. It's been definitely one of my favorites, fun, and I mean, all of them are always my favorite, and I'm just like, oh, I love this one. Oh, I love this one. And there's truly a love in every single collection when designing and creating, and just I'm so excited that we're going to be able to do so much more for our collections moving forward. Like I said, more specialty fabrics, more, exclusive prints just for us that we're designing in-house, adding embellishments, more textures, more movement. So really excited, but still staying true to who we are and keeping at our core, wanting to focus on what fabrics we're picking, really trying to focus on, cottons and linens, and trying to keep it as natural. But of course, we're going to be bringing in some really fun specialty fabrics in the mix of that, but as well as really also focusing on our pre-orders in small batches. So that way we're reducing the waste. And again, everything being handmade, but each collection being inspired by our heritage and our roots from Portugal, and just really creating those effortless, timeless looks that we really want to, feel, dress ourselves up in confidence, right? And to really have these beautiful dresses with us during our everyday moments, whether they're large or small. But anyways, that's my little tangent, but I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you give it a like. Let me know in the comments below, which is your favorite piece. I would love to know, and how would you style it, or where would you wear it? Would you inspire me with how you guys style it? And so definitely would love to know. And if you haven't yet, this is your sign to hit that subscribe button. Because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to know all the fun videos? And we're going to be coming out with some more fun stuff, so stay tuned to that. But in the meantime, you guys, beijinhos. Bye.